Okay, so today's video, I'm going to talk about the clearest path to $10 million of liquid net worth. And I'm just going to outline all the steps. I'm going to go through each one, going to expand on each one, let you know how I'm thinking about all of this. Let's get a few things out of the way. The first is it's really hard to make $10 million. It's really hard to make $1 million. It's really hard to make $1,000 selling something on the internet. But this is my opinion, best way to go about it and where the most opportunity is. So this is the blueprint. This is the playbook. I've seen this work. And a little bit about me. If you don't know me, I started and sold 3 venture-backed companies before the age of 30. I was an advisor to Reddit, advisor to TikTok. I've done the VC thing. I've done the bootstrap thing. And this playbook, why I'm putting it out there is because I think it's going to be helpful to someone. I'm not selling anything. And hopefully it makes the world a better place. You can make a little bit more money. You can provide for your family. And that's why I'm putting it out there. So step 1 is to pick your niche. I use the example of pick AI for solopreneurs, not business tips. The riches are in the niche. I hate that saying. Riches are in the niches. I actually call them niches. My point on this one is I've made this mistake before where I just put I create a general business in some topic. And picking your niche is really, picking the right niche is almost one of the most important things of this entire list. So I use a few tools to figure out how to pick your niche. I've talked about some of these before. I've used Gummy Search before, which is built on top of Reddit and gives you ideas and pain points on top of Reddit. You don't need a tool on top of Reddit. You can literally just go on Reddit and you could go into different subreddits and you could see what people are saying. I like to go to the top and then pick, let's say, this month. And you can see in this FIRE community, Financial Independence Retire Early community, what are people saying? And it just gives you this ability to say, okay, how can I create a niche within this niche? So I like Reddit for that. Google Trends. It's an obvious one, but it's so powerful. I don't know why more people don't use it. When you have an idea for a niche, for example, the FIRE movement, you can see what's going on. And I actually use this other tool called Glimpse, which just basically supercharges my Google Trends. I'm not affiliated with this product or anything like that, but I just think it's really cool that it gives just additional search terms. It's acting a bit slow right now. There we go. So I really like that it says what is the FIRE movement? FIRE movement and health insurance. So there could be an opportunity to build a whole business around health insurance and within the FIRE movement. So this will you just scroll through all this, and this is going to give you ideas on which niche to pick. Oh, the FIRE movement only for Australia or Canada or France. Oh my God, maybe there's something here. So pick your niche, make it niche, actually make it niche. The second step, hit 250,000 impressions per month. One viral hit can do this, but consistency wins. Post daily, engage, and be the person in your space. So some people are going to listen to this and they're going to be like, 250,000 impressions. How am I able to do that? Easy for you to say, Greg. You have 400,000 followers. Well, I do this with a bunch of new accounts and I start from zero, and it's totally doable that within 90 days, you can start getting 250,000 impressions per month. Now, it's just about understanding your niche, creating content that niche is going to share, and then also just replying to other people in that niche, get them to see who you are, and be the person in the space. So pick a name that's going to really resonate with people. So that then they see not necessarily your name. when I say name, it could be a handle, but it can also be the bio. Like your bio needs to be really good. I actually tweeted about this guy over the weekend who had a great bio and great cover photo. So his name's Marty, bootstrapping a video platform for realtors, profits to buy first house, Twitter homies get housewarming invite, hashtag Project X. And then his cover photo is his dream home. Zillow sucks, $629,000. I mean, amazing. Amazing. Like you want to root for this guy, and that's why you're clicking follow. And I've never met this guy or anything like that, but I just think it's so cool that he's doing the playbook. So hit that 250,000 impressions a month. Shh, don't tell anyone. But I've got 30 plus startup ideas that could make you millions. And I'm giving them away for free. These aren't just random guesses. They're validated concepts from entrepreneurs who've built $100 million plus businesses. I've compiled them into one simple database, compiled from hundreds of conversations I've had on my podcast. But the main thing is, most of these ideas don't need a single investor. Some cost nothing to start. I'm pretty much handing you a cheat sheet. The Idea Bank is your startup shortcut. Just click below to get access. Your next cash flowing business is waiting for you. Then what you got to do is convert 0.5% to leads. So you want to convert some of those impressions to leads. So about 1,200, that'll give you about 1,250 organic leads per month. What I like to do here is create irresistible lead magnets. So good they'd be dumb not to grab it. So that can be a calculator, it could be an ebook, could be a video, you name it, just some piece of content that is going to be valuable that you can gatekeep. Some of the tools that I like to create lead magnets is called Gamma.app, Gamma AI. So you can create these like beautiful presentations, documents, websites. You don't need to know how to code or anything like that. And then you can gate it. So you can go ahead and gate it. So you can put photos and gate it, videos and gate it, charts, diagrams, gate it. There's all these like templates that you can use. You can import existing documents, and it makes it look really nice. So you can use something like Gamma to create it. I have like a bunch of lead magnets on my website, gregisenberg.com. So like, for example, find winning startup ideas using Reddit and AI, Startup Ideas Bank and how I'd start them. Things that I know that my audience would use. And then I just create these are framer.com landing pages. And look how like simple this is. I just put an image through, bolded the title. It doesn't need to be fancy, but these are lead magnets that convert your impressions. And this adds, at least 5 to 10,000 subs to my newsletter from these things. So these lead magnets do work. So now we have these leads. And the mistake a lot of people make is they don't monetize their leads immediately. So what you can do is, say someone signs up to find winning startup ideas. I actually don't do this, but I should. I could say like, hey, you should sign up to framer.com or whatever, and I get an affiliate cut to framer.com. And that's just a great way to at least generate you $1 per lead. So what is happening here? You're getting organic leads every single month, and now you're getting paid $1 at least. I'm making up the number $1, but usually it could be 50 cents, it could be $3, it could be $5, $7. It depends which affiliate, like how you're affiliating, what like which affiliates you choose. It depends on, are we talking a very high value customer or a low value customer? So it depends on that. But the point is, you can make money from these leads. And then what you do is you take that money. So let's say it's $1,250, which I think, by the way, is super conservative here. And you buy more leads. So you take that $12.50 and you buy leads at $2 each, which isn't crazy, by the way. I think you can easily buy leads on Meta for $1, $2, $3, and now that's bringing you in 625 additional leads per month. So now, step 6. Hope are you following here? We got 1875 leads. We got the 1250 organic that we're getting from Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, whatever social platform, LinkedIn, whatever social platform you choose and you think that you're great at. And then you got the 625 you've purchased. So now you've created this lead generation machine. You've picked a niche. Like let's take a step back. Like, where are we? You've picked a niche that is ideally validated by Google Trends data or Reddit, and it isn't very competitive. You have content market fit, meaning you're creating a type of content that is really resonating with people. It doesn't mean that you're going viral every day, but you're going somewhat viral once, twice a month. You're converting these people into leads, meaning they're eventually going to buy your product. And you are getting paid per lead. And by the way, you can also, I talked about, partnering with software companies or other affiliates. You can also sign up to something like Sparkloop, which is, I'm sure you've seen this before, where it's like you sign up to a newsletter and it's like people who sign up to this newsletter also sign up to these recommended newsletters. And basically they'll pay you anywhere between 50 cents to $3 for every recommendation that you give to other people. So for example, you sign up to gregisenberg.com and then I go ahead and recommend The Hustle. And for every subscription that I give to The Hustle, they're going to pay me, let's say, $1 or $2. So that's a form of affiliate as well. Then you've got all these leads. You got the organic over here. You've got the paid over here. And now you've become this lead generation machine. This is like a really good place to be. If you can do this in like 120 days, you're looking really good. The next step is to nurture like crazy. So great, you have all these leads, but if you're not nurturing them, they're going to forget about you. So you can either do something like a weekly newsletter where you're keeping people up to date, giving them value left, right, and center, or you could, create a community, WhatsApp community, a school community, Facebook group. Most of our communities we run on school. It's sort of easy, and you give so much value that they feel guilty not paying you, basically. So you just pummel them with value. The next step, before you actually, you haven't built any real products yet. So the next step is you ask the community what you can build for them, and then you prioritize those pain points. So you ask them, okay, by the way, right now you might have 50,000 leads. So you're like, hey, in a weekly newsletter, you're like, hey, I'm thinking, what is something, what are your pain points? How can your job be better? How can I make you happy? How can I entertain you? Whatever it is, I don't know what you're building, but you have to figure out what their pain points are. And then you just write that down in a Google Doc. Maybe that's 10, 15, 30 of the most valuable pain points. And you pick one, right? Some pain points you won't be able to create software, agency, marketplace, a business, an info product for them, because my point is there's some products that are easier to create and some products that are harder to create. So you're not going to be able to solve all these pain points, and you want to pick a pain point where it's quite easy to solve and easy to build a minimal viable product. Step 9, launch a $30 a month offer. Aim for $300 plus per customer annually. Make it feel like a no-brainer. Their tip to you for all the free value. There will be people who sign up to this offer just because you've been in their inbox for 6 months. You've created a free community maybe, and you're providing so much value for 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. And they literally just want to say thank you, and they'll buy your product. Now, $300 is ideal. Could it be $200? Could it be $400, $500? Yes. The point here, stick with me, is directionally, you want to basically make a few $100s per customer annually. Step 10, you convert 3% of total leads, which is 56 new customers per month, 1875. That was the total amount of organic and paid, into 56. So now you have 56 customers and you're making cash, right? And if you've done 1 to 7, right, this is surprisingly easy. So it is so surprisingly easy because your offer is quite dialed. You have a niche, and they want to pay you. Step 11, year one, where are we at? We've got 672 customers. It's about $201,600 of ARR. So if you times the 56 new customers per month, times that by 12 months, that gets you to 672. Oh no, it gets you to 672, and 672 times 300 is 201,600. Now, it might feel small. You might be like, wow, all that work for $200,000 is tough. I don't know if I want to do that. But compounding is the eighth wonder of the world, and it's just beginning. So don't if you get to step 11, don't give up. This is like right when you're about to take off. Quick ad break. Let me tell you about a business I invested in. It's called boringmarketing.com. So a few years ago, I met this group of people that were some of the best SEO experts in the world. They were behind getting some of the biggest companies found on Google. And the secret sauce is they've got a set of technology and AI that could help you outrank your competition. So for my own businesses, I wanted that. I didn't want to have to rely on Mark Zuckerberg. I didn't want to depend on ads to drive customers to my businesses. I wanted to rank high in Google. That's why I like SEO, and that's why I use boringmarketing.com, and that's why I invested in it. They're so confident in their approach that they offer a 30-day sprint with a 100% money back guarantee. Who does that nowadays? So check it out. Highly recommend boringmarketing.com. Step 12, reinvest profits in lead buying. You're now profitable on each lead. Buy more, turn your funnel into a vending machine. The mistake a lot of people make here is they take that 201,000 and they go and buy a Lamborghini or a Rolex or whatever. Don't do that. Do not do that. Take that money to reinvest into your funnel. So you make it a vending machine. You've created the machine. All you have to do is basically pour more gasoline on it. So year 3, we've got 5,000 customers at 1.5 million ARR. This is when you can start introducing a higher ticket upsell. So a premium power upsell to 20% of your power users to maybe, let's say, $100 a month. Another 5% to $500 a month. So that makes your ARR $2.7 million. And the breakdown there is 4,000 times 300, 1,000 times 1,200, 250 times $6,000 puts you to $2.7 million. Step 15, 5-year growth plan at 50% annual growth, which, by the way, isn't like that much. I wanted to be conservative with all these numbers. So under promise, over deliver here. So that year 5, that brings you to $9.11 million of ARR. Now, you can exit this business. Now, I don't know if this is a software business, this is an info product, this is an agency, but I don't think it's crazy to think that, you can exit this business 3 to 5 times ARR, which is about $27 million to $45 million. Or you could just keep it and enjoy your cash cow, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with just saying this is a profitable thing. This is kind of like almost like an apartment building, a real estate that you own, except that you never put a huge down payment and you never borrowed money from the bank. You just did this thing step by step by step. Step 17 and 18 are fun. You could buy a tropical island. And step 18, you can tell your grandchildren how you turned a video, not really a tweet, into generational wealth. You saw this video, you looked at the steps, you gave it a like, comment, and subscribe, and it worked for you. So I hope this got you thinking. I hope this got your creative juices flowing. That's what the Startup Ideas podcast is for. It's not just to give you just ideas, because it's not just about the ideas, it's about executing them. And this is a plan for you to execute on some of these ideas. So thanks for listening, and see you in the next one.